Hey Collective, how are you guys? Evie Pooh and I are doing good. Thank you guys for being here and for spending time with us. We love you and appreciate you so much, Collective. Alright guys, let's tap in and let's see what's going on today. Let's see what we need to find out about. I was told to start with these two decks. My snarky shark. This deck's funny. I was told to start with these cards here. Okay, so we're going to pull from here and get one out. What do we need to focus on, Spirit? What do we need to know? One. Okay. So we've got the 8th house. Okay. It's about your personal power, the mysteries of life, a major change as a life or death issue. Getting and using power and use other people's resources. So we've got the 8th house here. Alright, so I was looking for something, but I can't find it, so we're just going to move on. Okay, Spirit, let's clarify personal power. Oh, on the bottom of the deck, I forgot to show you. I've been going through boxes, and I can't find my astrology Bible or my notes that I have, or my tarot cloth, my altar cloth that I have that has the houses and the information. I was looking for that. I can't find it anywhere, guys. I'm sorry. So I think the 8th house is Scorpio energy. I may be wrong. Please don't hold me to that. I'll have to look this up. But on the bottom of the deck, we had Uranus. Okay. So it's an unusual example of a different way of looking at an unexpected change. Stir up the situation by using, be open to new ideas about, and invent a way to. So when I put these beside each other, okay, and you read them across, like a sentence, okay, like from the top one to the top one, to the next one down, to the next one down. This is how I'm getting ready to read this to you. And an usual example of personal power, a different way of looking at the mysteries of life, an unexpected change, a major change. Stir up the situation by using as a life or death issue. Be open to new ideas about getting and using power. Invent a way to use other people's resources. So let's clarify an unusual example of personal power. We've got passion. Personal power. Someone is passionate about wealth. Find your passion. If the decisions you are making spark joy, you are headed in the right direction with this passion here. An unusual example of personal power. Passionate about your wealth, your finances, your stability, your security in the home. Time to let your bling shine. Success is just around the corner. Financial wealth is in your future. So you're powerfully doing something here that's manifesting something amazing to come into your life. Okay, you're focusing on your personal power. You're passionate about it. Okay. A different way of looking at the mysteries of life. Okay, we have persistence and challenge. Oh, that's the... I can pick it up. That's just the little card here that was in here, but that's the deck if y'all are curious in this deck. Okay, so we have persistence and challenge, and we have stop fighting on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we've got persistence, a different way of looking at the mysteries of life. They're challenging. Bull sharks headbutt their prey. Conflicts with others may cause some challenges. You could get your ass kicked by a bully. Okay, so maybe there's been somebody that's bullying you in your energy here, and you're passionate about your power and your finances right now. And you have a different way of looking at life, period. You're esoteric. You're all about the mysteries, okay? If this 8th house is Scorpio, which I really think it is, You're all about your death and your rebirth cycles, okay? Having ego deaths so you can level up. It's 5:05 on the clock. And we have persistence. Some shark species would suffocate without constant forward motion. They have to keep swimming at all times or they'll die, okay? The fastest road to success is to keep moving forward and adapting until you get it right. So you're persistent about overcoming challenges. It's a constant death and rebirth cycle with you, and you're passionate about it. You're persistent in it. It's how you operate in your every second of everyday life, okay? Stop fighting. Arguments are bait for the ego. Time to listen to the other person and accept how they feel even if you don't agree with it. Okay? So it's a different way of looking at the mysteries of life regarding something that you could be fighting with or not getting along with someone about. And if someone baits you into an argument, don't give them your energy. Just listen to the person, accept it, even if you don't like it. You know, you've learned to do this on your journey. You're passionate and persistent. You overcome challenges no matter what. You're so strong. You've stopped fighting with people. You know that they don't deserve your energy, that they're just energetically draining you out. They're like a vampire, and you see it differently. When you start seeing that people do that, you stop entertaining so many things and so many people. You know, you just eliminate it completely from your life. You don't want anything to do with it. And people don't understand because you have such a different way of looking at things. An unexpected change, a major change is coming. What is this about, Spirit? What's this unexpected change that's come in or is on the way? We have protection. Set boundaries or swim away from predators, toxic friendships, and relationships. So people were blown away that you'd walk away from them and how protected you are. It was an unexpected change in you and your behavior when you started just straight up ghosting people. It was a major change because you're so kind. You've got kindness here. Whale sharks are gentle giants. That would definitely be the collective. There's not a mean bone or any bone in a shark's body. Kindness is required right now to solve a conflict. So you could be arguing or fighting or taking the bait of getting into an argument or a disagreement with someone here. Spirit's saying stop fighting, okay? Be kind. Okay. A major change in your energy. Stir up the situation by using as a life or death issue. Pause. We've got rush hour. Nothing is moving right now. It's time to rest and relax. So someone could be on pause right now from stirring up a situation, being all like a victim, like it's a life or death issue, like a life or death situation. Something is like just detrimental. That's what I'm hearing. We've got bitchy. Sometimes being a bitch is the best solution when dealing with assholes. So maybe Spirit's saying pause. It's time to rest and relax. Breathe. Take a deep breath before you say or do something here. Okay? That pausing helps you respond, not react. Okay? And you're not giving that person all of your energy so they can drain you out with their arguments and their bullshit. There's no reason to be fighting with them. Be open to new ideas about getting and using power. And you have an unusual example of personal power, and someone's trying to use your power. We have self-care, and it just flew out in reverse. Be yourself on the bottom. So someone's not letting you be yourself. You're having to change how you are, or you were changing how you were, okay, to accommodate and over-accommodate people, fighting with people, trying to prove your point. You've just learned to step back and be like, I'm not wasting my time on that shit. It's pointless. The fuck do I care? You know who you are. Be yourself. Be your true, authentic self. And be open to new ideas about getting and using power. People are blown away at an unusual example of personal power in you. How you look at things so differently. It's an unexpected change that is a major change that's occurring in you. You understand the mysteries of life. You've decoded the matrix. You're ascending. Stir up the situation by using a life or death issue. Some of you could have definitely had near-death experiences. I know I've had so many I can't even count them, hundreds. And I've had an actual death experience where I was given CPR and I lived. We've got self-care in reverse. Sharks get frustrated because they can't scratch their asses. Take time to care, or take time to take care of your awesome ass. Why can't I read that? I was just zoned out and blurred. It was like blurred lines. Blurred lines. Blurred lines. Okay. Breathe in through the gills and out through the gills. So breath work, pause, breathe, time to rest and relax, respond, don't react. People don't understand how you're not bitchy, and boy, you will be. You will Queen of Swords reverse that ass, bitch out, and chop that head off if somebody comes in your energy fucking with you. You look at things so differently. And they don't want you to take care of yourself. They don't want you to love yourself, okay? But be yourself. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. And you have an unusual example of personal power. Be your true authentic self. Be who you are here to be. Shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond. You can have a new career, okay? Focus on expanding your skills toward a higher paying job. Positive changes are coming. Okay? It's a major change. It's going on in your life. You're focusing on your finances, your wealth, and your career. Okay? And this has got somebody pissed off. And then a way to use other people's resources. You work smarter, not harder. You could have investors. You could have someone taking advice from someone to gain your freedom here. Stuck in seaweed. Time to untangle the mess and free yourself from drama. So anything that could be preventing you from going forward. Someone could be monitoring and withholding finances or affecting your finances. They're protected. You've had a challenge. You've been nothing but kind to someone. You're passionate about your career, okay? Take everyone's advice and stir it into the shit pot. Pick out what resonates and flush the crabs on the bottom here. And then a way to use other people's resources so you can have freedom taking it. You could give advice, okay? Clarify the 8th house overall energy. We have partnership. So that would be the 7th house of partnerships to the 8th house. Okay. Libra is the 7th house. Scorpio, I am 99% positive is the 8th house, I think, is Scorpio. And could even be dealing with a Libra-Scorpio cusp. You could be a Libra or Scorpio, or someone you're dealing with could. Or it could be just with what's going on in these houses alone, 14 minutes on the clock, or all of the above, okay? But we've got partnership here. Black tip reef sharks work in pairs. An important partnership is coming to you soon. Open your heart to love. Okay, so the overall energy for this 8th house here is partnership. You could be shedding someone old here who is really affecting you. You're bossing up, you're taking care of yourself, even though people have done nothing but try to make that not possible. You've got a new career, you're not fighting anything, you're going with the flow, you're not fighting anyone or anything. You want your freedom. You could give really good advice to people. You can be a total bitch if you have to. You stand up for yourself. You're focusing on your finances, your financial freedom. A partner could be coming in that's a higher level soulmate. okay, to where you can have freedom together. Okay, we've got education on the bottom of the deck. Fish swim in schools for a reason. Education will improve your life dramatically. So, I mean, you're well educated. You understand, you study, you know. The overall energy on the bottom of the deck for Uranus is shit or move on. And Uranus can be very mysterious energy with illusions. Sharks never hold their shit. Time to get off your ass and move forward. Speak your truth. Okay. And that's the overall energy. And these people, they could think that you're a bitch because you speak truth. A lot of people can't handle the truth, you know. They just absolutely cannot handle it. And they're pathological liars because they can't fucking handle it. 15:55 on the clock. Okay, so whenever I was shuffling, and I cut the deck into 3 stacks. Well, I got concern, love spell, and manifestation on the bottom. So someone could be concerned about a love spell that they've done, but with self-care coming out in reverse, you could also be doing like self-love, self-care spells on yourself, you know, manifesting that to come in for you with your intentions, because that's basically what spell work is. It's the intentions behind it. Okay, clarify passion. Emotional pain, and we've got destruction on the bottom. So someone was passionate of keeping you in emotional pain and destroying your wealth with destruction. Clarifying wealth here. Clarify persistence. We got imprisonment, and it came out in reverse with a child on the bottom. The challenge is someone's child. Could be trying to keep their child out of jail. Persistent on trying to trap someone or bind someone in something, wow, to where they couldn't have this self-love. But with this protection here and kindness, clarifying protection, we have self-love and kindness. We have your chakras here. So you're loving yourself, getting yourself back into alignment where someone could have gotten you out of alignment here. Stop fighting with this person. We got commitment in reverse. And then we have divine masculine, divine feminine on the bottom. So you stop fighting. You're not dealing with emotional pain and destruction. Someone could have gone to jail. They could have gotten out. Their child could have cried because of someone that they were in a partnership with. Stop fighting. Could be happy because the child could be happy because they got away from someone that they were in a, you can come in, that they were in a relationship with, and the child was seeing a lot of fighting. There could have been DV in this situation, and someone could have gone to jail. Someone was persistent in creating challenges affecting someone's wealth. They were passionate about it. Mike just came down here. Evie's on the table. She's like, Daddy! Like, she's literally like on the table. Hold on. We have an entity attachment. That could be, we have an entity that could be on a mature woman or could be trying to attach to one. Work, labor, and effort. An op is full of jealousy and envy towards you, and they could be trying to send some kind of an entity attachment. It could be trying to affect your intuition and your abundance. Okay, with this entity here. Lying on you. False information. False statements. Clarify this entity attachment. We've got imprisonment. So someone's trying to like bind you and trap some kind of entity to you. And they're mature woman here. They're expecting this to attach and to work. Under work, labor, and efforts, we have a thief. So trying to steal from you, trying to steal your abundance, trying to trap you and affect your intuition, your path, your work, your abundance, your money, stealing money from you. This opposition traveled. They traveled somewhere to do something. They could have gotten hurt while they were traveling. Could have ended up in the hospital. This person's all beat up. They've got a broken arm. This could even be like a DV situation here. Someone could have gotten hurt when they're traveling, or they're trying to affect you traveling. A thief with travel. Could, with imprisonment, expecting imprisonment while you're traveling to steal more money from you. They're full of jealousy and envy because you're ascending out of their energy. Your intuition here is telling you that someone's lying on you with these false statements. Someone could have even forged your name. They could have committed fraud with this forgery here. And abundance is right beside it. Someone could have committed fraud in your name. And your intuition is telling you they want you in emotional pain over your abundance here. Well, under false, we have ancestors that are, your ancestors know this person's trying to do a binding on you. They're trying to bind you. Wow, with a love spell. And to affect your chakras, they want you all out of whack. They want you out of alignment. They're full of animosity because they want this love spell to work. They want to be able, a Jezebel wants to come in with a love offer here. Well, your ancestors with false here. Could be something false about a forgery in the courts regarding abundance that left you in emotional pain. Someone's lying on you. You know that they are. These people are surprised. Could be this person's child and that you're unbothered by this. That this magic's not working on you. We could have a dark high priest here that's full of animosity that wanted to bring in a love offer. And this love offer from Jezebel is pissed off because you love yourself. So you've ascended out of this energy, and they're full of jealousy and envy because you've ascended from this love offer from Jezebel here. You don't have anything to do with this shit. And with this legal situation here, there's actual money involved with false information, a forgery, a false date, some half-truths, a lot of false information with regarding documents, information, statements, and an agreement. An agreement of actual money from a nice guy who is an ancestor. So this could be like a grandfather or like a father figure energy here. That's an ancestor. This is a masculine ancestor that's coming through with high priestess. Okay. Your intuition is totally tuned in and tapped in to what is going on with actual information regarding a legal situation here, regarding documents, information, agreements of an ancestor in a court situation regarding actual money here. Okay. Wow. And being lied about this actual money. And this ancestor here is a nice guy. And you're in this high priestess energy. You know what the hell is going on. They're surprised that you have been a high priestess since a child. You're unbothered with the endings that a community is trying to put into your life. With this dark high priest here, there's a whole community. So we've got a coven clarifying unbothered and dark high priest here. Wow, they're abusing divination. And you love yourself, you've ascended out of this energy. Creating confusion and illusion around this actual money here. Okay, they can't believe it that you're in your north node. That you're trusted in your occupation as you've come into your north node. Okay, sending out flying monkeys to destroy you. And they're concerned about these flying monkeys now because they have no access and they're completely blocked because your ancestors are in charge. You're dealing with a karmic masculine here, okay? That's done something to you. Trying to affect your north node. Any loving relationships coming in. Wanting Jezebels to come towards you. Attaching an entity to whoever you end up getting in a relationship with so that they can turn into like an sex addict to do everything that they can to put this spirit spouse on you, keeping you bound to them. They could be using marine spirits and water magic here to affect your chakras with these love spells, to create a spirit spouse, which would be like an incubus and a succubus that could come and travel to you through the astral realm, through your dream state especially. Be sure that you're covering your head when you sleep. Making sure, like, listen to chakra meditation as you sleep at night. Do things to keep you in alignment, to counteract and ascend from all this negative energy that's being thrown your way. So that will help you transmute it out, and you can turn it into something that you can use to manifest with. You can transmute it, that negative dark energy, into something that's positive and light, so you can manifest with it. Okay. Your intuition is seeing clearly through so much deception here. You're seeing the snakes in the grass. You're seeing the thieves in your life. You're seeing how people have bound you and imprisoned you to them, and you've broken free from those chains of what they were doing to keep you trapped in karmic cycles with them. If you've come into your North Node, you've balanced your karma with these karmic soulmates here, okay? I mean, the North Node's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, that's beautiful energy. Good job, collective. Okay, sorry guys, I accidentally turned the reading off. Okay, so let's clarify this with some tarot. I want to know about this entity attachment and imprisonment here. Please, Spirit, please clarify this. Oh, wow, we've got the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Jesus, you can't get any worse than that. A very painful ending. There's a lot of deception here. Someone stabbed you in the back, and it trying to stab you in the back and put a painful ending to your finances here with all this abundance and emotional pain lying on you. Your ancestors are bringing the truth out about someone who was lying, who could have forged something, who stole money from you. Lying. This person is a thief. You're exhausted. They're exaggerating shit. Gossiping and slandering you and exaggerating the truth. Lying about a lot of shit. They wanted you to have financial and spiritual hardship. They wanted you in poverty. Wanted you to have constant conflict and troubles in your life. Trying to put that with love spells into all of your relationships, with all of your love offers being Jezebel energies who are sex addicts. And they have animosity towards you because you're in alignment, you're unbothered. This whole community of people here who's doing divination. Got a dark high priest that's trying to make this love spell work. And this love spell does not have to be romantic. It can also be platonic. They worked really hard to steal love from you. Your love was like empowering their vessel with this love offer, siphoning that loving energy out of you, trying to affect you coming into your North Node, affecting your pathway, creating all kinds of ops that came in like flying monkeys to keep you out of alignment, even affecting your children. What were they expecting? We have a mature woman that's expecting something here. We've got the King of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. So they were expecting good news to come in. They were like really excited about something that they had invested in, and they were patiently waiting for this love spell to work, for this to pay off. And they could have even been trying to put endings in your children's life for generations to come, with community and endings and child. I mean, I just see that as like generations here. They were very structured and disciplined. This person was coming in like an authority figure, trying to obtain this theft, this destruction, this painful ending with this Ten of Swords I mean, they invested in it. They could have paid someone trying to affect your financial gain. And they were expecting good news. Because they really invested in something here. And they expected this shit to work. With the work, labor, and effort, and thief. And the Knight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Wow. So you work hard every day. The Knight of Pentacles is like what you do in your day-to-day energy. You're diligent. You work hard. You work hard towards your goals. You persevere. You get through everything. With the Thief, clarified by the Ace of Cups. With this love offer from Jezebel. And self-love. Like, they know that your heart chakra is wide open. You're the Ace of Cups. You have a beautiful heart chakra. There's these ops are spying and stalking to see if you're in another union. They want you in union with them. And they traveled with this op here, with the Page of Swords. They were prepared to travel. With the Two of Cups, with anyone that you could be in a romance or a relationship or a partnership with. They could be watching your partner with the Page of Swords and the Two of Cups and travel. An op could be spying and stalking you and whoever you're with. They've got animosity. They're mad. They could see that you're in a relationship with someone else. They could have traveled to have magic done here. They're full of jealousy and envy. Wow. And the Tower hit us up here. In your ascending, we've got the Ace of Wands. They have animosity because you're ascending and you've got new beginnings. Clarifying intuitive Kev, we've got the Devil. With false narrative, with their Nine of Cups, with their wish fulfillment. This is some evil shit here. This is some evil shit right here that happened. And they're in devil dick energy, hoping that their wishes are going to be fulfilled. Jezebel coming in like a hoe, coming in like a wrecking ball. But they were expecting good news, and it's not how it happened. They didn't get good news. They have animosity, so they're pissed because the Tower hit, because something didn't go the way that they planned. You ascended out of this energy. And then they're lying, but this false narrative in the Nine of Cups, they're lying about what they attained. They're lying about their happiness. They're lying about their pleasure. They think that their desires are going to come true. They were lied to by someone here. Could be the Dark High Priest here that's lying. Acting like, oh no, I'm going to make it happen. You just wait and see. I'm going to keep abusing divination. And they've got this whole community of people, a whole fucking ass coven here. And this dark devil energy. Nine of Cups can also represent alcoholism and a lot of alcoholics, alcoholism, addiction, overindulgence, definitely with the devil, toxic substances, abuse, sex, lust, greed, all the dark traits, obsession, definitely. Obsessed with making their desires come true for their pleasure with this love offer, this Dark High Priest and divination. They're doing sex magic with these love spells here, and with the Ace of Wands and the Tower. Just how this is laid out, it looks like an explosion after ejaculation. How I have it sitting, I mean, it looks like the Ace of Wands and the Tower are both phallic symbols in tarot anyway. And the Ace of Wands represents a masculine. And then the Ace of Cups represents the vagina. Okay. And the Ace of Wands represents the penis. And if you get the two together, that definitely represents sex. And then with the Two of Cups in the center and the Page of Swords, someone could be even be like recording sex with their partner and they don't know it. Could be PORN. Tell me about this abundance with emotional pain. So we've got the Two of Swords here. So a decision has been made regarding your emotional pain over some abundance that was stolen from you. Someone's torn between choices because the ancestors have rolled up. A nice guy who's an ancestor here. I'm feeling heavy grandfather energy. But you take this how it resonates. It's a masculine energy who is very sweet and loving. You love this ancestor very much. He's very nice to you. There's a hard choice here. Someone's in denial. They're blind to the truth. Caught in the middle of a bunch of bullshit. This Jezebel's all up in their fantasies and their desires. Eroticism, torn between the choices, emotional pain. There's temptations here. The temptation to steal this abundance, to put you in emotional pain, and they could be doing self-pleasure, masturbation, okay, to harvest energy. Because Jezebel and the Seven of Cups, that is definitely, and the High Priestess is on the bottom. So there's secrets here with this false information, these false documents, with an agreement from an ancestor here, an agreement about a document in the legal system here. Your ancestors are pissed. They're all over it, trying to make something right. The High Priestess, they're revealing these secrets. They're giving you downloads so that you can trust your intuition here. We've got the Page of Pentacles. There's an offer coming in, and this can also represent payments from Seven of Swords criminal here who stole from you. And with the North Node on the bottom, trying to very sneakily steal your life path to where you can't come into your North Node, trying to affect your journey. This thief is going to have to give you what you're supposed to receive. You've come into your North Node. And that's divine inheritance coming in there. Okay, so I want to see why they're so surprised that binding you to this love spell didn't work. It's mutual. Acting spiritual in your energy. So this person is manipulating you spiritually. In case you were wondering, yes, I'm feeling it too, with it's mutual. I love how aligned we are in our beliefs and core values. We can really grow together. So this person could be acting like, they're very spiritual with you, doing love spells on you. This person's actually unavailable and they're toxic. I'm not able to be in a relationship right now. We can hang out, but I can't give you more. If our relationship is going to have such a negative impact on your mental health, maybe you're better off without me. This person's in friends with benefits energy. Trying to attach an entity to you, to imprison you, to bind you to them. They're surprised that this shit's not working. So this is an ex here that's freaking nuts, that's trying to block anything new coming in towards you. And they're in this Jezebel energy. And there can definitely also be something that's going on in the court system regarding actual money. A lot of abundance, a lot of actual money here. Creating confusion and illusion around it. And the secrets are coming out, and there's a payment here. And your intuition could be telling you that something's getting ready to come in. I'm not looking for anything serious, but I wouldn't mind friends with benefits. Someone was interested in friends with benefits energy. And they could have gotten you interested in them because they were catfishing you. This could have been someone that was like a hitman that was sent in by your family to steal from you here. I'm not really who I say I am. They're abusive and just creating a situationship. I know you don't deserve to be treated like this, but I'm acting out a pattern of abuse that's deeply rooted in me. This person is very abusive. physically, even mentally, verbally, emotionally, actually, in all the ways, psychologically, creating a situationship because they're unavailable. Their heart chakra's closed off. They're out of alignment. They're in devil Jezebel energy, and they have a drinking problem with the Nine of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, they have a lot of fantasies and desires that are lustful. They have very dark fantasies. There's an entity attached that's making them do this. This entity attachment with the devil. It is a huge demon that's on this person. And they keep them intoxicated to increase this pleasure and temptation to where it's hard for them to fight it. They have to make the decision to fight with the Two of Swords. They're torn between choices of these fantasies and a false narrative. They're lying to themselves. They're in emotional pain because of these fantasies. The fantasies, they feel guilty. With the Ace of Wands, this is like jerking off. Literally. Playing with themselves. They could be having like chronic masturbation here. Okay? I don't think we need to label things or define our relationship because this person is non-committal. They just want a situationship. On the split, when I just picked it up, it said best friend. So just want to be friends with benefits. Okay. I want to see what this person has to say. They want to try and come towards you with some kind of Jezebel love offer here. Wow. Yes, I was cheating. I didn't think you would walk away. This person was cheating and they never thought that you were just going to walk away from them. With the Thief at Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I mean, like, they were stealing so much loving energy. So much creative energy. Your fertility. Coming after your sacral chakra with SEX. With chakras. It's right in the center of this. Spying on you. They were prepared to drain this energy out. They didn't think that you would walk away. And they were definitely cheating. I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. So they could have kept you hidden. I'm not happy in my current situation. I'm miserable without you. You are so smart. You have me figured out. Yeah, you didn't put up with my shit. You crushed my big ass ego. But that made me respect you even more. I'm tired of the silent treatment. I want to sit down and talk about this once and for all. So maybe some cards are getting ready to be laid on the fucking table. I'm on a spiritual journey. You have awakened me. So with the Ten of Swords here and the entity attachment, someone could literally be laying down this lifestyle. Their intuition is telling them they're torn between choices. They're having a hard time fighting these temptations in their mind. It's creating emotional pain. They don't want to have to walk away. They don't want to have to stop doing this. They want to keep doing it. They like it. With the Five of Pentacles and imprisonment, someone could be having a lot of financial difficulty. They could feel like they're in prison. They could have gone to jail. With the Seven of Pentacles and imprisonment and expectation, like expecting to have to pay a lot of money for some kind of legal situation with a lot of abundance here and emotional pain with actual money. Confused on how the fuck they ended up in jail. Secrets are coming out. Addictions clouded my vision. I'm trying to get my life together on the bottom of the deck. Someone could end up getting arrested for being under the influence. With the Nine of Cups, could be a DUI. I'm going through a lot right now. I need space and time to gather my thoughts. This person could have been distant. I know you are my soulmate, babe. Our bond is magnetic. I'm seeing all the signs. This person could call you babe. You are different from the rest. They didn't mean anything to me. I only want you. But yes, they were cheating. I'm used to getting my way, but you put me in my place. You won't put up with this person's shit. I'm at a crossroads. Should I fight for this or move on? Relationships are a lot of work. Being single is easier. Okay, you could both be thinking this. I couldn't give to you like I wanted to because I'm still healing from my past. This person's stuck in the past. They can't move forward. My finances are a mess. I've made bad decisions. I'm in the process of turning things around. And that's why they're in emotional pain over their abundance here with the legal system. I'm starting to panic. It's been so long since I've seen you or heard your voice. This person's panicking. I love your swag. You are the whole package. So they're freaking out. You could have had some distance with this person. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. So this person wants to take accountability for their actions here. And they were catfishing you. They were abusive. Had you in this bullshit. They're immature. They're childish. And you're innocent. You're in alignment. They're watching you to see if it's working and affecting you. And it's not. This entity's not attaching to you. It's come back on them. Now they're obsessed. And you're still unbothered. This whole community of people are pissed because of how much divination that they've been doing regarding this love spell, with messing with your alignment, with your chakras to keep you out of your north node, with the Seven of Swords and north node, south node energy. They're trying to keep you in karmic south node energy. They want you in emotional pain so that you want to ascend out of the energy. No matter what they're throwing at you, no matter how hard it's been, you've overcome it. But the Knight of Pentacles, it's been like forever. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. It feels like something takes forever to come to fruition. And it's your monotonous day-to-day routine shit, just the things that you do. But you're the Ace of Cups. You're an overflowing vessel of love. It's got somebody so fucking pissed that they're like in the tower. They're so mad. They're like raging out. It's overflowing. Oh my God. It's like electric shock coming out. It's pure fucking destruction. It's total chaos. There's so much pain here. Drowning themselves in addictions. The Tower and the Devil. They have the decision. You're going to get right or you're going to keep fucking up. You're going to keep getting all fucked up and playing with these fantasies because they're torn. They're caught in the middle. They don't know what to do. They're blind to the truth because they're in a state of denial. They don't want to face themselves. We've got ancestors here that are on the scene, that are dealing with something regarding actual money in a legal situation where there was a false document, false information, false statements, a forgery, a date could be false, fraudulent documents regarding abundance, and a lot of secrets with the High Priestess and a Page of Pentacles, secret payments of abundance that were supposed to be received from an ancestor. Someone had the choice, do right or do wrong. They created this tower themselves because they chose the devil. Well, they left you in the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in emotional pain as a thief stealing your abundance. And the North Node is divine inheritance coming in. Money, making it rain. When you step into your North Node, you're just very abundant. And it's more than just money. But money, wow, yeah, with occupation. You're trusted in your occupation. And these flying monkeys here are these Seven of Swords energies. These criminals. They're concerned because they don't want you to get what you're supposed to receive. Trying to take it from you. They won't want you to have access to it. They want it blocked. It's karmic fucking masculine here. This could be a karmic twin here, or a karmic soulmate. Wow, that was extremely abusive. They were trying to abuse you, becoming this rich girl, rich guy energy here. They wanted you to have health concerns, but you just keep healing and ascending out of this energy. And they can't stand it. They don't understand how you're doing it. They're concerned. They're freaking out. They don't understand. They're so confused on how you're doing this and how you keep healing and ascending no matter what's going on here. Wow. Okay, I want to know about this community of people here with this dark high priest, this coven that's full of animosity and in the tower right now. Clarify this community, please. We got a house in reverse. They're concerned about a house in reverse. It's a property. It could be upside down in their house. Something has changed in their living situation. They're concerned. They got a message of concern that there's been like a major change. One. A main female here. I was just drawn to the endings. Okay, in the distant horizons, this main female is expecting a great fortune. So, from an official person who is a main male here. An official person. They're a wealthy man. This could be an attorney coming towards someone, bringing unexpected income because of a coffin, because of a death here. This abundance, this ancestor here that passed away. Wow, somebody's going to jail. An official person with the high priestess and the page of pentacles. It's going to represent a payment. It's going to even represent like court costs, fines, fees. Okay. Wow, with the courthouse. Somebody's going to jail for being a thief. They're in bad health. They could pass away. These spells could be backfiring. This person hates that they hurt you because it's coming back on them. They're the Seven of Swords. They're a criminal. They're a thief. They're a manipulator. They're a liar. A pathological liar. They're a cheater. They're full of deceit and deception. They sneak around. All they do is fucking lie. You can't trust this person. And they lie about what they're doing with their fantasies. And they definitely are an sex addict and a chronic masturbator. Expecting a love spell to end with a child energy. God almighty. Love spell, child, and endings. A high priestess is surprised at what they found out that was going on with someone's child. Someone that could have hurt your child in some way could be getting ready to go to jail. With the King of Swords, that's law enforcement. And with the legal system, an official person, someone in the legal field could be approaching you regarding a theft, a possible forgery, regarding a payment, a secret payment that was being received from an ancestor that left you abundance, actual money. And then creating a shit ton of confusion and illusion around it. I just feel like this is a stolen inheritance. And sending in karmic twins, karmic soulmates here to catfish you and then become extremely abusive, doing love spells to get you goo goo gaga for them, and then putting you in the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, and each time it got worse and it was so hard to dig your way out. Could have had a hard time making ends meet with the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, having, struggling to pay your bills, struggling to survive every day. But you're still the Ace of Cups. You're still full of love, and it's profound, overcoming this devil energy that kept you in a tower because of constant lies, confusion, and illusion, keeping you totally confused with mixed signals, always keeping you in such emotional pain, so heartbroken, crying all the time, always having to discern and figure out all the secrets that were going on behind your back, not being able to trust, knowing that there's false information being given. You're the high priestess. You see straight through this shit. You're a walking lie detector. Constantly having to heal from this trauma, from love offers, from Jezebels that were assholes and full of hatred and animosity and abuse. And they can't stand it because you're so unbothered by them, because you love yourself and you're healed. You've healed your inner child with the unbothered child. That's healing your inner childhood wounds. You're not triggered. You're healed. Literally. They're surprised. They are surprised at how healed you are. Look how you've healed your inner child here. Oh my God. Because of self-love. And your intuition is so tapped in. You trust your guidance. And this whole community is so fucking pissed. Oh my God, they can't stand it. Oh, they can't stand it. Because you've ascended out of this energy. And they can't affect you. You're unbothered. They can't affect you anymore. It's making them absolutely nuts. Because this spell work definitely was most likely working at some point. And now they're just like, what? How is it not working? It's coming back on them. It's affecting their health. That's what this tower is. So that you could have a new beginning as you've ascended out of the energy of this devil that was keeping you bound. You had to see through a lot of illusion. And you made the decision. You were blind to the truth for a while. You could have been in denial over certain people and certain things that really hurt you with this emotional pain you just couldn't believe happened. It was so hard to see the truth. It was so hard to move forward, but you kept going. You kept moving forward. No matter what these people do, we have to keep going. It's exhausting. It's fucking exhausting. I was drawn to my barely existing deck. Yeah, suffering in silence. This is my barely existing deck. Just fucking exhausted from all of this. From all these heavy burdens. Suffering in silence. God, you carry it well. You know? Dealing with these fake, false, and phony people in your energy. Having to discern who they are. Creating so much illusion around their character where you really had to get still and think about it. Like, who am I going to cut off? I've got to make a serious decision here. This shit's fucking my life up. You know? Yeah, mental exhaustion. You're exhausted. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. What about this Ten of Swords? This entity attachment here. Night terrors. So this entity could be giving really bad night terrors. Self-love and independence. You're at the end of the cycle here with the 10. The worst is over. Getting rid of this entity. It is no more. Coming into King of Swords energy. You took authority over yourself and your well-being. And you love yourself. And you said, no more, motherfucker. Got this devil out of your life. You left it out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. You bound it with the imprisonment and bondage. This demon's doing your bidding now. It's not coming after you anymore. You've conquered it. Because you love yourself. You made a head over heart decision to love yourself and to gain your independence back. Kind of this Five of Pentacles with imprisonment. Escaping reality. Numbing the pain with addictions. That came out. Lies, trickery, and deception. So someone left someone out in the cold that you caught lying and deceiving you. And you invested a lot. You were expecting an Ace of Cups. You loved this person with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands. It's also an amazing sex life with the Nine of Cups, like fulfilling fantasies like you had with the Devil. Like you definitely had hot sex with this person. This person has a hardened heart. Their heart chakra's blocked. They're greedy and selfish. They're empty inside. They're just all about the thrill. Guilt and shame, that's blocking the sacral chakra. So siphoning from the sacral chakra. The orange one here. With the child, that's the womb. Casual counterparts, siphoning off of multiple people. Wow, with third party. Yeah. Cards. These are a lot of the cards that came out a day or two ago. Overthinking and self-sabotage. They're disloyal and unfaithful. And they're worried. They're a train wreck. They're worried they're going to be found out. With all this cheating. Running away and avoiding communication. Avoiding you because they're childish and they just like to play mind games. Not wanting to face the truth. They're an emotional and nervous wreck with this emotional pain here. They're worried that whatever these dark ass fucking fantasies are that they've got going on are going to come to the light, that they're going to come out because they're fucking Jezebel. That is a straight up lust demon on this person. And they're freaking out because they wear this false mask. They don't want people to know what's really fucking going on. It's a waiting game. It's a matter of time. It's coming out. This person has commitment issues. They feel tied down, bound. They don't like that with this bondage. Look, somebody may be into bondage. They may like to get tied up. They may be real kinky. That could be part of the fantasy here is bondage. Tying somebody up. They're living a lie. Keeping themselves stuck to karmic ties due to childhood trauma that's unhealed. Creating broken promises because they have a fear of love and commitment. Having insomnia and sleeping nights. They're at their breaking point, having night terrors. This demon's causing night terrors. This lost soul betrayed you. They're lost because this demon's taken over. The Ten of Swords with this demon, I mean, it like took over their body. And they're fucked up. A soul death and a rebirth. That's why they're so disoriented. Trying to refocus and gain clarity. They can be uncontrollably sweating. Everything's happening in divine timing with this tower here. The secrets and unsolved mysteries with this codependency and these addictions. They're in denial of the truth that they can't be tamed. They're miserable. They're in misery. They're going through a lot right now. They need space and time to gather their thoughts. They know that they fucked up. They know that you're different from all the rest. And they know that you're going to put them in their place and you're not going to put up with their shit. And they also know that you don't trust them because, yes, they were cheating. They can't be tamed. They're in denial of the truth that, yeah, they fucking can. They have to make the conscious decision with the Two of Swords to control their temptations with the Seven of Cups. They have to make the conscious choice to control it. They can be tamed. No, they don't have to cheat. Yes, they can act fucking right. And not be a piece of shit. Not be a fucking Seven of Swords. Piece of fucking shit. Out cheating and lying and being a deceptive, sneaky fucking snake. I'm going to clarify the devil. Loss. Sorrow. There's a lot of damage that's occurred from this devil energy here. The presence of temptation, addiction, materialism, sex, cheating and violence, perversion, obsession, bereavement. Someone could literally pass away with this bad health here. This entity here could be getting ready to take someone out. Someone who is in devil energy that caused emotional pain that took from you when an ancestor here passed away. Wow, saving up money. They were strategically saving up their money. They got big stacks. Look, the abundance here is mimicking this. Big stacks of money here. Actual money. That dollar bills floating from the heavens. In this legal situation here. There's a major secret around with this false information. The forgery here. From a nice guy that was an ancestor that left you something that was supposed to be given to you in payments with the Page of Pentacles. And here you are in the self-love energy again. They are furious because you love yourself. And you've ascended out of this energy. There's evidence. There's proof. There's an investigation. We've got a detective. It's looking into something here. All these people involved. We have merit making. Blind with merit making. They're feeling awkward. They wanted it unknown. They wanted to act like this humanitarian, like they were this good person. Like they were so moral that they weren't corrupt. Someone could have vision problems. We have a parent here. This could be a parent. And something's been going on since your childhood, okay? It's been going on since you were a child. And the High Priestess is out here twice. You know what the fuck's going on. You were supposed to have this blessing. And there's a curse. They cursed your blessings. Your family. You could be a reader. They're going to a reader with a divination here. This is fate unfolding right now. Coming after you in the dream state while you're sleeping. Could have been coming in and creeping in on you in your bedroom when you were a baby. Suing someone in court. Protesting. They're mad and trying to stop something that's protesting something that's going on in court. They don't want these payments to stop coming in for them. They want you to have them. Sending in exes here who would cheat, put you in third-party situations, trying to dominate and control and dictate your fucking life with this magic. Wow. The marionette with this magic here with these rituals. Wanted you homeless. The Five of Pentacles. Wanted you poor. Cast you out. And the Ten of Swords. Leaving you completely fucking defeated. This person was wearing a mask in this marriage or this commitment, this partnership, this relationship. They were always in their imagination, daydreaming, with the Seven of Cups. I mean, wow. Daydreaming in their imagination. Just can't stop thinking about their fantasies. It consumes their mind. It's constant. Well, they gotta live and learn. And they put this sweetheart in a third wheel, third party energy. This person's an enemy. You can't trust this person. Out flirting with third parties. This person could definitely be in an accident. They could have put you in a state of danger. Use caution. This person could get in an accident and get an injury. Wow. With death, someone could even try to inflict one. The goal, the whole goal of this community, of this alliance of people, the goal is your death. To create an accident, to put you in a state of danger. Sweetheart. You're the sweetheart that's like pure and loving and precious. Beloved. Their goal was death. Full of hatred. Wanting to harm you. It was inevitable. It was their purpose. They were expecting it to happen. That was this expectation here. This expectation. They worked really hard on this thief. They expected you to die. The destination was in the tombstone, in the grave, in the ground. They wanted it to be inevitable. This whole alliance of community of people, they were all friends. Wow. Friendship with this entity, with this supernatural disturbance, with this entity attachment here, with this freaking demon that they're working with. I mean, literally. And this could totally be a SEX cult here. A Jezebel community. Jesus. They had a commitment. It was binding. It was a contract, a binding contract. Someone could have obstructed this. Well, we've got an apology and a guilty confession in the justice system in the court. Somebody needs help. They want your kindness. They want your mercy. Nope. Whatever's going on in the courts, it's a nightmare. They're scared. They're being persecuted, prosecuted. They're suffering in darkness. They thought that they were going to be successful and triumphant. They thought that this was an achievement because they were coached. They were given advice and knowledge on how to move and how to do this. They were obedient. They just thought that they could rest and relax and everything was going to run smoothly. We've got compromise with pride and ego here. Someone thought that they were lucky because they got this big fat check, this jackpot here. Yeah, they were ready for this. They were ready for this payout. Hesitant on doing something, making a decision. They're worried about a decision that they made because they're confused now. And there's wealth, a property, an investment with the Seven of Pentacles here. Real estate. Somebody invested in a property as a gift, a real estate gift. Someone could be getting actual money in a property that they were supposed to receive. We have libation. You've been praying for this. You've been praying for this to come in. Someone trapped you and made you a victim. Tricked you. And this person's in bad health with the Ten of Swords. That could be a literal death. Someone could be passing away. And this could be someone's like a different inheritance here, even is what I'm hearing. Someone could pass away and decide the Five of Pentacles that they left you out in the cold, that they didn't put you in the will. Wow. All right, let's clarify legal, and we're going to close out. Wow. So I'm pulling this out. Take out a life insurance policy on you to collect from your death. We've got criminals here. They're disappointed. These criminals are disappointed. Lying, saying that you get paid for sex. Wow. With Jezebel and actual money. Yep. Creating confusion and illusion in a legal situation regarding this. Drained of a high priest here. This dark high priest is getting ready to be drained of their resources with the Five of Pentacles. They're the one that's getting ready to go into this Ten of Swords, death, ultimate ruin with his bad health. They're getting ready to lose it all. Poisoning food and or drink. This dark high priest could unalive themselves. Even. They could have tried to do that to you. And here is self-love again. You're overcoming these criminals because you love yourself. They're disappointed because of your self-love. And you're just celebrating your self-love. Earthly court, earthly 3D court is going on with this legal situation. Someone could have been given SEXUAL bribes. Their throat chakra is blocked, so they're lying. A fear of speaking up, over talking, lying, a lack of boundaries, and being argumentative is the throat chakra reversed. So, lying to the court. Took out a life insurance policy on you to collect from your death. We have curses and hexes. Definitely doing this. We've got a coven. Yeah, they want you dead. They want you to miss them. That's why they're doing this love spell. So that they can try and cloud your judgment. They've stacked up so many charges because they just won't stop. They're going crazy. Powerless because of a judgment in the courts. So they're going crazy. They can't get over you. And they're manipulating the courts. Wow. Having a psychotic break because they can't defeat you. And they've been manipulating the courts. We have an ex-con that could have been in prison, or an ex-con, or a con, or somebody's in prison. Spiritual court is now in session, and earthly 3D court. They're in fear because there's been a ruling in spiritual court. This is coming to 3D court. This whole community is in fear. Wow. This whole community is full of fear now because of what this dark high priest has done. Because their empire is falling. Because of these legal issues. Oh my God. It says roll 5-letter dice. Maybe we could get them. We've got an owl with a book here. So that's wisdom. It's a covert operation. They've trapped themselves and now someone is sick. There's hidden documents and they're lying under oath about these hidden documents here. Your star being family is assisting you. And we've got what's the juju. Okay. Hold on just a minute. Okay. No, pulled out exactly 5. Okay, we got P, N, H, X, and H. I'm going to do 5 more. G, L F U, if I can pick it up, and F. Huh, that was weird how that just came out. Because we had HXH and then FUF. I just see that as like, fuck off. Hey, baby, we turn on my light? Yeah, they get to fuck off. Yeah! Yeah, they can just fuck off. Okay. Alright, we're gonna pull from the Juju deck. Okay. You're protected. We've got a Cancer Leo cusp, or a Cancer and a Leo. Okay. Clarify what's the Juju, this collective in this energy spirit. What are they doing with this magic here? Creator's block, making it unable to tap in. No creative energetic flow, no ideas, blank thoughts, and causing you not to create shit. Someone doesn't want you creating. Someone's blocking you. We've got lust spells, strong sexual cravings. That's definitely going on in this energy. Sudden actual desires for them and for you. Overwhelming lustful sensations, and fuck me and only me with these love spells here. Wow. Eviction spells with this Five of Pentacles and pick me spells, and then boom, karma hits. Wants you homeless, trying to get you kicked out, neighbors complaining about you, the landlord raised the rent all of a sudden, trying to get you evicted. Trying to affect your abundance and your stability and security, keeping you. And the Five of Pentacles wanting you in poverty. And the Ten of Swords. The pick me spells wants to be chosen. Another woman is casting spells on your person to choose them over you. Obsessively desires male approval and validation. So we've got a pick me in the energy, a pick me karmic here. Karma hits. Okay, their karma catches up. You will witness their karma, setting you up to get bad karma, and their time has come to pay. Mimic glam magic. They resembles you, trying to mirror your aesthetic and your vibe. We have doppelganger energy. This is your copycat that's doing this shit. Well, karma's getting ready to fucking hit. We've got obsession spells. They become infatuated with you, dominating and manipulating one's thoughts and emotions, intense and overwhelming desires. This doppelganger of yours is obsessed with you, and they're literally lusting after you as well. They fantasize. They pleasure themselves to you. Okay. Wow. We've got chaos magic. So they're trying to create chaos in your life and in your love, in your relationships. Wreaking havoc, turning your peace into chaos. Manipulate, warp, and reconstruct life, and bringing about total destruction. We've got cord cutting juju. Breaking your connections, cutting you out of a situation, removing your energy from a love interest. So they're trying to do this in your life, and they also left you out in the cold and cut you out of a situation regarding payments of abundance and actual money that you were supposed to receive, and the house came out in reverse. And we have legal issues, juju, on the bottom. So they're doing magic over this court case. In and out of court, wanting people to sue you. Legal and illegal issues back to back. Remember, they stacked up so many charges because they just won't stop. Making you commit legal crimes, etc. So they're trying to affect this outcome in the courts here. All right. Someone's in bad health, and they know that you didn't do anything to deserve this. Don't blame yourself. You did not deserve this abuse that you endured. All right, collective. Let's roll the... I'm getting tired. Let's roll the zodiac signs and see who could be involved, and we're going to close out. Y'all just take this how it resonates. I feel like this was all over the place. We've got Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, where are the other two? Oh, Capricorn. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. It's all the way over here. And Virgo. Okay, could be significant. Alright, guys. This is going to be our reading. Y'all just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. I love you all so much. Thank you guys for being here and for spending time with us. We love you so much, Collective. Tell them bye, baby.
Have a good night.
Say bye, Evie Pooh. Say bye, Collective. Bye, guys.